Hello and welcome to our workshop that will present examples of university enterprise cooperation, at least from the point of view of our laboratory in Greece. My name is Dimitris Stavrakoudis and I am a member of the Laboratory of Forest Management and Remote Sensing of the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki. Our lab belongs to a public university and as such our primary role is to teach and train new students and to conduct research. However, I will also present some examples on how we collaborate with the private sector in the context of research activities. The Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, AUTH as we call it, was founded in 1926 and it is the largest single university in Greece. AUTH has been involved in more than 80,000 research projects conducted in close collaboration with Greek and other European academic and research institutes. Many of these projects have been funded by the European Commission, ESA, the European Space Agency, as well as other organizations. Our laboratory belongs to the School of Forestry and Natural Environment, which was established in Athens in 1917, but moved to Thessaloniki 10 years later as part of AUTH. It has 5 academic divisions, and we belong to the Department of Planning and Development of Natural Resources. The Laboratory of Forest Management and Remote Sensing, FMRS, currently employs 13 people, including permanent academic staff, research associates, and postgraduate students. It participates in national committees related to forestry and environmental issues, including forest fires. The research priorities of FMRS are in the fields of forest management, LULUCF, stands for land use change and forestry, which is related to the Kyoto Protocol and the agreements that followed, where we focus primarily on forest species mapping and biomass estimation. We also conduct research in wildfire management, land cover land use mapping, landscape ecology, soil erosion, environmental degradation assessment, ecosystem dynamics, and recently we are also involved in precision agriculture research activities. FMRS also participates in a number of international activities and networks. We are collaborating with NASA, co-chairing MEDRIN, NASA's network covering the Eastern Mediterranean region. We chair it in collaboration with the Cyprus University of Technology. We are partners of the Global Wildfire Information System, GWIS, the GEO Initiative on Remote Sensing for Forest Fires. We represent Greece in ERSL for the period 2018 to 2022. FMRS also chairs the ERSL Special Interest Group on Forest Fires, ERSL FFSIG, since 2010. FMRS is the national focal point for the FAO Forest Resources Assessment Remote Sensing Survey. It is also a member of the UN FAO Global Observation of Forest and Land Cover Dynamics, GOFC Gold, and specifically the Fire Implementation Team. Finally, we collaborate with the Inter-Balkan Environment Center for the dissemination of the developed products and services in the Balkan countries. All these activities obviously involve extra work and time, but they help us connect and collaborate with various international organizations and institutes and better promote our work. In addition to the above, FMRS is also a member of AUTH Center of Interdisciplinary Research and Innovation, which promotes research excellence through the development of innovative products and services based on interdisciplinarity. Moreover, FMRS is a member of SCI Cluster, the Hellenic Space Technologies and Application Cluster. SCI Cluster is the only industrially led and user-driven innovation cluster in Greece, and as such, it connects FMRS with the industry. You see, as a research institute, we do not really have the capacity to support an operational application. We have indeed developed operational services, as I will talk about it in a bit, but we can build some of the necessary software, but we cannot guarantee real-time maintenance and support on a larger scale, nor can we easily be involved in collateral activities, such as, for example, marketing and commercial level promotion of our products and services, or data protection policies that are now required under EU law. To this end, Our participation in SciCluster, which is a recent one, just started a year ago or so, aims at exactly collaborating with the industry in a knowledge transfer framework. That is, we conduct research and develop the processing chains, and the industry then assumes the role to provide a finalized service to the end users. We provide services to various enterprises, both in the public and the private sectors. Since our focus is on environmental research, public authorities at all levels, local, regional, and national, constitute significant end users for our services. Moreover, we collaborate with non-governmental organizations and other research institutes. We also collaborate with businesses of the private sector, and I will provide some examples in the following. Finally, FMRS collaborates with a number of other international organizations and Greek end users, such as JRC, the Joint Research Center of the European Commission, ESA, the European Space Agency, several Hellenic ministries, and others. So after this short introduction of our activities, let me provide some specific examples of collaboration with enterprises in order to get an overview of the needs of stakeholders in the fields of GIS and remote sensing, at least from our perspective and specific scientific domain. From 2002 to 2013, we have participated in the production of the daily fire danger map in Greece, which is issued daily during the fire season by the Greek General Secretariat for Civil Protection. Our involvement was in the production of vegetation condition maps on a weekly basis, as well as change detection maps, which were then combined with other data to provide fire risks estimates. These estimates are taken into account by the authorities in charge of forest fire protection, that is, the civil protection and the fire service, in order to increase their preparedness level. We were also involved in the assessment of the disastrous 2007 large wildfires in southern Greece in collaboration with DMC2, the disaster monitoring constellation satellite imagery provider. This work was conducted on behalf of WWF in order to support the design of short to mid-term disaster relief measures for the affected population. FMRS has established 2 observatories in Greece. The first one, the National Observatory of Forests, NOF, is related to forest management and is used by the Greek National Forest Service. Forests in Greece are managed, and there is an obligation to prepare and follow a specific management plan every 10 years. However, these plans are neither homogenized nor digitized in many cases, making it difficult to derive nationwide statistics or conclusions. Therefore, NOF's objective was to collect all available management plans of Greece and digitize, homogenize, and geocode all forest parameters reported in them. Ultimately, a set of web-based services were developed in order for the Forest Information Geodatabase to be easily accessible from certified end users. The second observatory FMRS established is the National Observatory of Forest Fires, NOFI, which, as the name implies, is related to forest fires, a major problem in Greece from late spring to early autumn every year. NOFI provides 3 main services: a fuel type mapping service, which maps forest fuel types for the whole country using high-resolution satellite imagery. This map is necessary for fire dispersion models and more generally for increasing the preparedness of the response mechanism. Second, a burnt area mapping service which maps burnt areas in near real time using Sentinel-2 data and operates since 2016. Third, a mid-term fire danger index which provides weekly estimations of fire danger using medium resolution satellite imagery. A web-based GIS platform has also been developed for easily disseminating the results of the services to the end users. Now, focusing on the burnt area mapping service, we have been mapping all medium to large wildfires in Greece since 2016. We have thus far mapped 157 wildfires in Greece that correspond to more than 55,000 hectares of burnt areas, as well as a few additional wildfires outside Greece or at the borders with neighboring countries. Our service provides rapid mapping due to ESA's Sentinel-2 image availability. On average, the burnt area is mapped 7.1 days after the fire start. We also created a network with delegates from all local forest offices in Greece, so that the mappings can be provided directly and rapidly to the specific forest office that has the obligation to report the burnt area. However, we also provide the results to other stakeholders, such as the Greek General Secretariat for Civil Protection. Finally, we also developed a web-based viewing service for burnt areas, which is open to the public. Focusing now on our endeavors in precision agriculture, we have participated in the European FP7 project Hermes, which developed downstream services dedicated to rice cultivation, based on the assimilation of Earth observation products and in situ data within crop modeling solutions. Hermes provides two streams of services, a regional and a local one. The regional service is dedicated to monitoring crop status, provision of regional yield estimates, and alerting on potential biotic and abiotic risks. It is thus useful for regional public authorities as well as for the crop insurance sector. The local service provides precision agriculture products and workflows, such as monitoring field variability at farm scale, estimating risks for crop diseases and minimizing inputs, fertilizer, pest control, etc. As such, it is useful for farmers, farmers' associations, and agri-consultancy businesses. Artemis is a national project that started recently and targets at knowledge transfer from research institutes to businesses. To this end, there is a direct collaboration with SMEs, small medium enterprises, in order to ultimately develop a commercial service. Artemis aims to develop a multi-parameter service for monitoring the quality, health, and sustainable development of economic forests via satellite imagery and ancillary data, with a special focus on economic chestnut forests that showcase a growing potential in Greece the last few years. The service will help monitor and improve chestnut production and protect biodiversity against climate change. Xenios is another recent project within the same funding framework with the previously mentioned Artemis project. The collaboration with SMEs here targets at the development of services for short, medium, and long-term prediction of extreme natural phenomena and disasters in sites of special tourist and cultural interest. It thus aims to contribute to a more effective risk management in sites that are vulnerable to natural hazards and at the same time have a large number of visitors. On the first level, Xenios will develop a web-based platform for real-time risk assessment for floods, wildfires, extreme weather phenomena, etc., bundled with emergency plans, management plans in case of a disaster, and real-time visitors dispersion monitoring. On the second level, a mobile app will be developed that will filter risk alerts for extreme natural phenomena with tourist information, such as 3D models of landmarks, tourist guides, etc., as well as promote local businesses. Both the platform and the mobile app are being developed by private enterprises, which will also pave the way for the commercial exploitation of the project after its end. The last two projects are important examples of the model we are trying to follow for collaborating with the private sector. Although the university can be involved in spin-off or startup companies, there are numerous bureaucratic obstacles that can incommode such attempts. At least presently, we feel that a more viable model is for the research institute, for us, to provide scientific services, for example, to provide fire or flood risk forecasts, which can then be used by businesses for providing a holistic service at a specific sector that can create revenue from private investments. Well, thank you for listening, and we will be happy to receive your feedback.